No cat today. I can never figure it out. It's a mystery, cat mystery. Welcome back. Great turnout. Wonderful to see you all. Anytime a group of this size gets together, there's great power beyond, I don't think we can really grasp it intellectually, but the drawing and attraction power that happens at levels um, perhaps unknown to us, but not unrealized by us. It's coming to us all. And the topic this week is, if you've been here, you kind of know it's establishing fun and joy in our lives, because if we're supposed to bear witness to the spiritual life, I don't know what a good job we can do to inspire other people to seek for highest knowledge and highest wisdom and alignment with their source if we're miserable. Now, this is not to say that we're not going to go through tough times, and we're going to demonstrate and bear witness to the amazing character, strength, and resilience, and diligence and persistence that we can bear up with during the tough times. But I believe, and you can think about it for yourself, that one of the greatest ways to act as a light or a witness to living the most true life is to demonstrate true and unalloyed joy and the delight and the gift of living. So, with that in mind, we were kind of taking a look this week at how we might do that. But I think one thing that's important to remember, I just remembered it in my meditation, is that sometimes I get this feeling that and I've even talked about it this week, to go scour the world for fun, to go out and find it and to mix it up. And while there's definitely something to be said for that, the adventuresome spirit, there's also this aspect, and I want to revert to one of my favorite metaphors for spirituality, and that is, if we think of God, love, source as the sun, and each and every one of us individualized, individuated, individualized, made up a couple of new words there, but individuated rays of sunbeam cast off by the infinite, then each and every one of us has our own channel to God, our own artery to God, so to speak. And each and every one of us is, to a degree, the manager of that channel. And some people are managing their lives in such a way that the artery of life that's sent to them is wide open and flowing. And when that channel to God, so to speak, is open and flowing and dynamic and lively, then fun, joy, meaning, purpose, the very gift of life just naturally expresses through us. You can't even hold it back. You can't even, that's that childlike glee of living. And we don't want to be childish. We want to be childlike. And when our sunbeam, when our artery to God is wide open and flowing, then it's not such a struggle to go out and beat the bushes and find to find fun. I guess I correlate the two together. But of course, in our meditation, we're always working on what we can do to manage this artery to God that we have. What are the primary things that clog, obscure, obstruct, or impede our artery to God? Well, clearly it's ways that we might think or feel or act that close it down. This, of course, is fear, worry, anxiety, the seven deadly sins. Need I really amplify on that? And it's also important to remember that each and every one of us has this direct access to God. It's not mediated or brokered by anybody else. I believe this is the great wisdom of whatever one might call modern spirituality, is we don't need to be brokered by a priest, a pastor, a guru, any sort of teacher or intellect, or even religion for that matter, or dogma. That each and every one of us has as a birthright this channel, and God's not giving it more to one person than the other. And one thing evident in this world today is a particular way that people think that somehow, some way, they're victims and something external to themselves, a person, place, thing, institution, is moderating, modulating, or cutting them off. And that is simply, one can adopt that as their worldview, but it is antithetical to what true spirituality is, which is the personal realization that I have a channel to God, you have a channel to God. I'm managing it the way that I am. You manage it the way that you do, and the proof is in the pudding. If our life is a void, or there's a dearth or an absence of fun, joy, bliss, meaning, and purpose, it ain't God's fault, and it's no one else's fault. And we should look inside of ourselves and find what that is. And if we don't even know what it is, we can pray and we can ask, what's impeding my fun, my joy? And we can ask straightforward and bold to be shown that, and how it is we might clear it up. And if we're meditating, if we're praying, if we're doing the deal every day, living to the highest that we know, then joy and love and the delight of living will flow into our life. And then that will act as a natural beacon, will be a city on the hill, or a light that is lit that will be unmistakable. The joy will simply radiate through us. That's as many words as I can put into 6 minutes. I hope they made some sense. But irrespective of whatever I said, get out there and enjoy some fun, would you? I'll see you tomorrow.